Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. The nice guys at Marshall have sent me a couple of amplifiers to check out. We've got the Studio Classic, which is a studio version, a 20-watt version of their JCM 800, and we've got the Studio Vintage, which is a 20-watt version of the Plexi. And today we're going to be looking at the JCM 800. The Studio Classic is a single-channel 20-watt version of the JCM 800. Now what's great about this as well is it's got a built-in attenuator on it, so you can switch it from the 20-watt mode down to a 5-watt mode. And to be honest, I'm really impressed with the attenuator on this, as when you do switch it down to the 5-watt mode, it actually sounds the same, just quieter. Now a lot of these amplifiers that you get with attenuators on, they actually lose quite a lot of headroom and they don't sound as good, but this one actually sounds good. So what we're going to do today is to go through the basic controls of the amp, and I'm going to go through some of the sounds and show you what you can get out of it. So let's go through the controls from left to right. So you've got presence, bass, middle and treble. Then you've got master volume and preamp volume. The master and the preamp gain really affect the tone of this amplifier, as I'm going to go through in a minute. This is the basic sound that I've got set up so far. Now if I bring back the master and turn up the preamp gain, you get the full drive from the preamp gain, but listen how it affects the tone. Now let's go back to how it was. Now the master on this really gives it that classic sort of plexi sort of sound, that glassy top end. Let me bring back the preamp gain and let's turn up the master. So now you get a tone that's got like loads and loads of clarity, probably a little bit too much. So if you bring up the preamp gain, and roll back the master a bit, you're getting all the body from the preamp circuit. As I said earlier, you can switch it from the 20-watt mode down to 5 watt. So at the moment we'll listen to it in the 20-watt mode. Now if I bring it back to the 5-watt mode, you've still got a really great sound from the amp, but it's brought it down to a sensible volume without really affecting the tone. Really impressed with that. Let's switch it back to the 20-watt mode. Now it takes pedals really well. Let's switch in a booster. And now let's switch in a tube screamer. One of the other things that I really like about this amp that I wasn't expecting is how versatile it is and how dynamic it is. If you bring back the volume on your guitar, really cleans up nicely and you get that amp on the verge of breakup sort of sound. Now, I don't think it'd be right to end this video without putting everything on 10 and diming it, so let's do that. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I really hope you guys got something out of that. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. In the next video, I'm going to be looking at the Studio Vintage, which is their 20 watt plexi. So join me for that. I'll see you then.